Have you ever wondered if testosterone pellets are the solution to your low energy, low mood, low libido, and hormonal imbalances? If so, this video is just for you. I'm going to share with you my own personal experience, the good, the bad, and why it didn't work out for me. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Debbie Savage, and today I'm sharing with you my personal journey about hormone replacement therapy, specifically using testosterone pellet. This topic is close to my heart, and I know there are a lot of you out there that are curious about it. Whether you are exploring this option or you just want to learn more, I hope that my story and insights will help you make a more better informed choice. First, let's talk about what testosterone pellets are. These are small rice-sized implants made of bioidentical testosterone. They are inserted just under your skin, usually around your hip or buttock area, in a really quick and simple procedure. Once placed, the pellets release a steady dose of testosterone over a 3 to 6 month period of time, depending on your body's needs. This method is often recommended for people that are struggling with symptoms of low testosterone, low mood, low energy, decreased libido, memory loss, brain fog, and loss of muscle. So why did I choose testosterone pellets? Well, I heard a lot of things about it. I heard really great things, actually. I watched a ton of YouTube videos on it. There's a lot of information about it. I also read about it, and I felt like it was something that I definitely wanted to try. After experiencing a lot of chronic fatigue, low energy, decreased libido, and for quite some time my body was experiencing a lot of achiness, tenderness, my joints were hurting. I'm an avid exerciser and I love to weight train, and despite all of my weight training and progressive overload, I wasn't firming up, I wasn't toning up, and that was just really frustrating, combined with brain fog and memory loss and decreased libido. I was really curious to see what my testosterone level was, and when I got tested I found out my results, and I actually have my results here on my account in Quest Diagnostic. And it says that I had a range, a normal range according to Quest is 2 to 45 nanograms per deciliter. So again, it was 2 through 45, and I tested at 35. I was below the optimal range, or I guess normal range of testosterone levels for women. After consulting with my doctor, she informed me that even though I was average in the normal range for blood levels of testosterone, she would like to see her clients or her patients having an optimal range anywhere from 75 to 100. So she definitely saw that there was a need to improve my testosterone, and according to all of the symptoms that I was feeling, she really felt like that I would benefit from testosterone therapy. Okay guys, I realized that I need to back up the story a little bit and tell you more about my doctor and how I found her. So I went to my OBGYN, who is wonderful. He is a male doctor, and he's actually the doctor that performed my ovarian cyst surgery. So I have videos on that, and I'll put it in the description box if that's something that pertains to you. But I was noticing again my symptoms of low energy, brain fog, body aches, low libido, my muscle loss, and I went to him and I said, can you please help me with this? And the cool thing about my doctor, I live in Orange County, California, and he had just moved here from New York. And he said that Californians are very progressive in their health, and that he loves that, but honestly, he told me that hormone replacement therapy thing that he wasn't well versed in. So I appreciated that he was honest with me and told me that, and he recommended that I find somebody that specializes in it. I mean, according to my blood levels that I had taken with him, they were in normal range, but I kept telling him I am not feeling good. So, and that's where he said, you know, I want to help you, but I can't, because I am not a specialist in this. And that's where my quest in finding the right doctor was absolutely important to me. So I met with my nurse practitioner, and she's amazing. And I told her what I was going through. And I don't think I went in to actually see her for that, but I was just, you know, complaining about the things that I was going through. And through her, she actually shared me a referral to a doctor that she has sent her patients to who have had hormonal issues. And I'm so glad that I mentioned that. I want to tell you a little bit more about my doctor. And so the doctor that I see for my hormone therapy is the doctor that specializes in that. And it was hard to get an appointment with her. I think she was, I want to say 2 or 3 months booked out. And so I was really disappointed to hear that, because I wanted to see her so badly. I just wanted to get feeling better. But again, I took the soonest appointment. And before doing that, before seeing her in person, you needed to get your blood work done. So my doctor is a board certified gynecologist. I'm just reading over notes about her. She's also the director of pelvic health and wellness for women and infants. So this doctor she knows what she's doing. She's a gynecologist, but she specifically specializes in hormone therapy and wellness for women. So I invite you to, you know, do that researching. Unfortunately, this doctor, you know, HRT in my case and with my insurance, it's not covered, so it was going to be out of pocket. And I was really curious to like find out, you know, the pricing and how that worked. But at that point, like, I just didn't care. My husband was really supportive. He too wanted me to get feeling better. I needed to get feeling better. So I was really excited to have my appointment with her. And like I mentioned before, from my initial blood test, my testosterone level was at 35. And she would like to have her patients at a range for optimal health and wellness from 75 to 200. And she thought that I would be a great candidate for testosterone therapy. She really recommended me trying the pellet form because of the convenience. You know, you just get it done in that short and quick procedure, and then it releases, you know, a steady dose of testosterone over a 3 to 6 month time. And she recommended that over creams and over injections. So, you know, I'm just like, okay, well, let's try it. You know, you got to try things at least once. And I was really excited to find out if this option would bring me balance and relief to my symptoms. So about the procedure, I was really nervous. I did watch a YouTube video and where a woman I saw the procedure and I saw the pellet inserted in her, and it looked, I don't know, it looked fine. So basically what she did is she had to, you know, clean that site, and it was like, gosh, I want to say, well, it was on like my right, like the lower part of my back, but the upper part of my right buttocks, closer into like the middle of my bum. I'll describe it, and I'm definitely not going to show you where it is, because I'd have to take off my pants, and we don't want to do that. Yeah, so she took an injection to numb up the area, and you know, that was fine. It wasn't a big deal. I had my varicose veins treated on, so I'm used to just getting poked at, I guess. So anyway, so she numbed me up, and then it was time to insert the pellet, and I did feel pressure, like she kind of guided me through it, like, okay, you're gonna feel a little pressure now, but it wasn't anything huge or abnormal. And then afterwards she put some gauze and some bandage over that site. Oh, and I have to tell you that I think the process really just took about 15 minutes. It was really quick and smooth. So that's something that I think that you should know, that it was quick and easy. Okay, well, I do want to read to you because I want to give you all the information that I can about the post-pellet instructions. So it says that like you remove the outer bandage in 24 hours. Then there's like steri strips over the incision site that would naturally fall off after a few days. And then you can't soak in bath or a pool or use a sauna for 3 days. No heavy exercising that works the glute muscles for 3 days, which is really hard for me because I love to weight train and I love to target my glutes. So I was like, oh, 3 days of not exercising down there is going to be tough for me. And then also it says here that you may see slight bruising or soreness that will resolve on its own, that this is not uncommon. So those were the instructions of what to expect here in paper form. And I have to tell you how my experience was for me. Maybe it was harder for me because I consistently exercise my lower body, my legs, and my glutes 2 to 3 times a week with 5 to 6 exercises during my workout sessions. So I don't know, maybe my butt was too muscly, I don't know, but like it says here in the paper that you will be sore for 3 days. Well, oh, that was not, I wish that was my experience. I was definitely sore for, I would say, a solid week or 2, which was crazy to me because I didn't hear of anybody experience that long of soreness. And she told me it would be just a few days. The paperwork said a few days. Other women who've had that experience on YouTube said a few days, but for me the soreness was a week or 2. Okay, so I want to have to tell you that I'm not a baby and I can handle pain. But this soreness was, it just took me off guard. It was really deep. It was like a really dull ache. I didn't like it. It actually really hurt. And while I was going through it, I was like, I'm not doing this again. So that's how bad it was for me. And I couldn't exercise like my lower body until that pain subsided. And gosh, I don't know, it was just like somebody like just punched me right there. And had the soreness subsided in 3 days, I would probably be like, yeah, I think, testosterone pellets are a good choice for me. But that experience alone was so painful that it deterred me from it. And then I want to go in and share with you the other side effects I felt from this. Before I go into the other symptoms I was feeling, I want to talk to you about the results. So I can tell you that, over time, I started feeling good. Like I started feeling really good. My mind felt really sharp. My libido was coming back, which was a plus. My energy, it was really like, I was like, yeah, I feel really alive. Like I felt really peppy. I had, romantical feelings for my husband. Like I'm like, things are on the up and up. This is really, really nice. But then over in time, I encountered some challenges that got me, thinking about second guessing this choice. Some side effects that I felt, like looking back now, was like mood swings. Unfortunately, like my loved ones, my family, my husband, my kids, I just felt like really irritated, felt snappy and like just hot-headed and angry, and I didn't like that. And it would just like come like really fast, like the intense feelings of irritability and just like the mood swings and just feeling angry. And I was like, I'm really concerned concerned. This isn't like the Debbie that I know. Really curious in finding out what my current testosterone level was from the testosterone pellets. So 6 weeks post testosterone pellets insertion, you are to get your blood work done again to see where your level's at, and which I did. And then a week after, I met with my doctor through telemedicine. And you wouldn't believe what I found out. Well, I was going over everything. I was telling her I was feeling great, my energy, my muscle tone, my workouts were just so solid. I felt really strong. My brain fog was gone. So I was giving her all the positive symptoms. I did tell her how painful it was, you know, like the recovery from the procedure, the soreness I felt for, you know, almost 2 weeks, and the pain. I just didn't like it. And I felt that my mood swings were intense, and I didn't like that either. So didn't my family. And I asked her, you know, what my T levels were. Surprisingly, you know, like I mentioned before, the optimal ranges that she'd like to see her patients is from 75 to 100. And my level came in at 211. So it was on the higher end, which explained a lot. And because, you know, you get the pellet inserted, you can't just immediately remove it. You have to just wait till it finally wears off, and then do the thing over again with the right compounding, with the right testosterone dosage. And I just didn't want to do that. I didn't want to go through this whole thing again, especially with the procedure of how painful it was, the soreness that I felt that lasted for several days on end, and how I couldn't go on with like my daily activities of exercising, especially because it's such a stress reducer. And just like the feelings of mood swings and irritability and anger, like I just didn't want to go through that again at all. I didn't want to, you know, try and find like the right dosage for me with the pellets. So I told her that I wanted to try out something different, and I was really nervous to hear what she had to say. Well, I'm on a different modality now for my testosterone therapy. I'm thinking about sharing that in another video, so drop a comment below if you're interested. And I have to tell you, it's been really great. So I have good things to say about it. You know, unfortunately, the testosterone pellets didn't work for me, and you know, I'm glad that I tried it, and I wish that it did, because it's like one and done. You get it inserted, it could last anywhere from 3 to 6 months, and you just don't have to worry about it. But while other symptoms improved, my side effects the cons of that were stronger than the benefits, and it just became too hard for me to manage. And the fact that you can't adjust the dosage until the pellets have been, you know, absorbed by your body, I'm just not comfortable with that. And that's why, yeah, I'm sharing this experience with you. I learned that it was a very valuable journey and experience for me. It helped me to understand my body better. I'm grateful that I have a doctor that is working with me, and that we're a team, and finding a modality that will work best for me, so that I can live my life optimally. Because ladies, we deserve that. So here's some advice I would like to give to you. If you're considering testosterone pellets, here are a few things to consider. Find a knowledgeable provider. Hormone therapy isn't like a one size fits all, as you can see. You need to find the right doctor who specializes in it and can custom tailor a treatment model that works right for you. Second, it's really important that you do your research. This is absolutely critical. You need to understand what the pros are, what the cons are, and what risks there are, and helping you make a more smarter decision for yourself. And then third, listen to your body. you know, your body will give you cues and you've got to heed those cues. And so if something feels off, something doesn't feel right for you, advocate for yourself. And one more thing, advocate for yourself and explore other options. Hormone therapy can be life-changing, but not without its challenges. While testosterone pellets weren't the right option for me, I am grateful for this journey and helping me understand my health and my body. If you have any questions about my experience, please leave a comment below. You know, again, I'm just sharing with you my personal experience. I'm not prescribing anything. I'm not a doctor. I'm just a woman here sharing my experience to you, friend to friend. And I really hope that this video was helpful. And if it was, please give it a like and comment below like what you're experiencing, stories you've heard. And yeah, I love like reading your comments, and definitely this is such an important topic. And you know, perimenopause is just, it's not easy. It's not easy, gals. So I'm really glad that we can have this journey together. And if you are on Instagram, please connect with me at by Deborah Savage. And I have a blog that I love to write and share beauty tips and fashion tips and recipes and such at deborahsavage.com. Thank you for stopping by, you guys. It means so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.
I want slow love, uncomplicated touch, stable as we go, consistent as we grow.